Yeah, welcome to Sidebar Convo, where the real talk happens on the side.
Good morning to all my investors and stuff out there, man. Thank y'all for coming through, tuning in to another Sidebar Convo radio show. Today, we're going to have a great show. Man. Today, we're going to be talking about is locked in, the discipline behind every winning system. And just to make up for last week, last week I got busy. I was never to drop a Sidebar Convo radio show. I was going to drop the entrepreneur conversation show, but I felt bad. I didn't want to do it without dropping this show first. So I went ahead and just strapped the whole thing for last week. So I went ahead and pushed it back for this week. And just to show y'all my gratitude, what I'm going to do for y'all today, man, I'm going to pour y'all a double shot. So go ahead and sit back, relax, man, because it's going to be a great show today. We're going to be talking. We're going to have a great conversation today. And hopefully, man, y'all get down in that comment section, man, and go ahead and light it up, man, with y'all questions, anything that you have, because, man, we're going to have a great Sidebar Convo for today show. But before we get started, you know what time it is, man. Make sure you subscribe to the Invest Media channel. And also, man, make sure you hit on that notification bell and hit all so you can be notified when a new Sidebar Convo radio show drop. And also when an entrepreneur conversation show drop, man, definitely do that, guys. And more things that drop on this Invest Media channel, you definitely be notified firsthand. And also, make sure you invest hitting that like button, man. It's free to invest in hitting that like button, guys. But other than that, man, let's go ahead and start this convo today, man. Like I said, today we're gonna have a great conversation, man, because we're gonna be locked in, man, behind every winning system and what have you. So winning system, man, because this is gonna be the conversation. You know what I do. This show I use to break down the full episode of what we're going to be talking about on the entrepreneur conversation. This also give you a chance to get down and, like I said before, get down in the comment section, ask any question that you have, and I will answer your question as they come. And also some of the questions I might answer them when I'm doing the taping of the pre-recording of the full episode and what have you. So let's go ahead and jump into this convo that we're going to have today. So you got to understand, man, most entrepreneurs ain't failing. Most entrepreneurs ain't failing because their ideas are bad. You got to understand that they failing because they keep abandoning a system. And that's one thing you don't want to do in life, man, especially as an entrepreneur. If you put together a system that is something that you're going to use to help you become successful, help keep you on track, help you build a business. And this, if it's a winning system and it's producing results for you and it's making you become the best entrepreneur as possible, this is a system you definitely want to be disciplined to. And that's something that you must do, because a lot of times when people abandon the system, right, what happens is anything outside the system that you created is going to cause distractions for you, right? It's going to interrupt your journey as an entrepreneur, right? It's going to cause you to make decisions that's not going to be best for your business, best for you as an entrepreneur, and what have you, right? And the difference between people who win and the people who stay stuck is discipline to the process that works, right? Let me say that again. The difference between people who win and people who stay stuck is the discipline to a process that works and what have you, right? So you definitely want to be understanding to that, man. You definitely want to be disciplined to a process that works, because it's hard, especially to find something that works. Creating something that's going to work, putting together something that works. It's very hard, especially in the early stage as an entrepreneur, right? You starting your entrepreneur journey, you starting to build on your ideas that you created for yourself and what have you, right? It's hard to find things that work. So when you find that one thing that works for you as an entrepreneur and is producing results, is something that's going to help you repeat the results, not something that happens on accident and you don't know how to repeat that the next month and so on. So definitely want to be disciplined to the process. Never cheat the process. When you cheat the process, that's like you are cheating yourself, because you got to understand, at the end of the day, you are invested in yourself. So if you're not disciplined to the process, you are disappointing yourself and you failing yourself, because you are your own investment and what have you, guys. So what is a winning system, man? A winning system is a repeatable action that leads to predictable results. Let me say that again. A winning system is a repeatable reaction that leads to predictable results, right? Like I said before, right? You want to be able to duplicate the same results each time, each month. Yes, you may have some months be up, some months may be down, but at the same time, you are producing results, right? You know, sometimes the sales may be high one month, sometimes it may be low, you know, depending on the economy, depending on people income and what have you, what's going on. But you are still producing results because you have put together a system that works. So it's easy because now you know, okay, I'm gonna be able to predict the results for next month, right? Because I have a system and I've been following this system. I've been doing everything right. I've been staying disciplined to the system, and it's doing what I need to do, and it's producing results for me, right? So you got to understand that, right? This is something that's not guessing, not winging it. It's structured, right? And that's one thing you must have is structure. A lot of times when you don't have structure within your business, what happens is things that you put in place within your business, it's going to fail. That's why you must have structure when it comes to your business, comes to the process, comes to your system, right? Comes to your team of people that you're going to hire to help you and what have you. So you must have structure. You're just not guessing. You don't want to guess at something, because when you are guessing at something as an entrepreneur, right, you're going to be trying to guess. You're going to follow the same pattern for next month, right? Because if you don't know how you produced results last month and got the results that you was looking for, it's going to be hard for you to produce the same results, duplicate the results and what have you, because you don't know, because you were just winging it, right? So the example of that is, you post your content, you engage, capture emails, follow up, and you convert, right? And that's if you have a business, you got your services out there, right? Or you running a brand and what have you, right? So you definitely post your content because your content is going to let people know and make people aware that you do exist as an entrepreneur. You do have something that they can benefit from. You have a solution to their problem that you can solve by them coming in using your services, right? Or them buying from you, right? So post your content, engage with them. That's one thing. When people feel like they are involved in something, they within a community where they can reach out to you and get your feedback and what have you, right? That's big. You definitely want to capture emails because these are going to be your recurring customers. These are people that you're going to capture with anything you have going on within your business, within your brand and what have you, right? So you do your follow-ups, making sure the service that they received was adequate to what they was expecting, right? Or the product that they bought from you, want to make sure that they received it, that they loved it. Is it working for them, what have you, right? So it's all about converting. Converting is what is results. Executing. Converting is executing, right? So if you can't repeat it, you can't scale it. Let me say it again. If you can't repeat it, you can't scale it, right? So thing is why most people fall off, right? Most people fall off because switching strategies too fast, right? You don't want to switch your strategies. Never switch your strategies too fast. You want to make sure and give it some time, right? Now, if it's going on a year or two or so and you using the same strategy and you're not going nowhere, you should have been switched it. And it's definitely time to switch it, right? But give it some time to work. Give it some time to see if it's going to work, right? So don't switch your strategies too fast, right? Lack of patience, quitting before results show up, right? you never want to quit, right? You definitely got to be patient, because the thing about it is you might be right there at the finish line, but because you quit, all it might take is just one more day, and you decided to quit that day, you missed out. Because if you just would have woke up and still put the work in, even though you didn't see the results, that may have been the day, or after that day you would have seen the results, right? So the thing about it is, like I said, even though you don't see the results, you still got to wake up and chase it, right? That's something that I got that quote from Deion Sanders' son, right? And that's a very powerful quote. If you don't see the results, you still got to wake up and chase them, right? You got to wake up and chase the results, even though you don't see it, right? So being busy but not effective, right? See, let me say it again: being busy but not effective, right? So that's basically saying is you are busy, you are doing all the things that you think that's going to help you as an entrepreneur, help your business, but at the end of the day, it's not moving the needle. It's not been effective, because you are doing the things that you are doing is not the right things that's going to help you as an entrepreneur. It's been counterproductive, right? So you don't want to be that. You want to make sure whatever you're doing is going to be effective, and it's going to help you. Your business, going to help you as an entrepreneur, right? So just don't look busy, just to look busy, just to say you are doing something, you are making progress, because at the end of the day, the results will show it, right? So if it's not something that's moving the needle for you as an entrepreneur, then there's no reason for you to do it, right? Just don't look busy to just look busy, right? So a lot of people don't need a new plan. They need to stick to the one they already started. And that's very true. You definitely want to stick with the plan that you already started. Just don't continue to start new plans, because if you constantly start new plans, guess what? You're never going to go nowhere as an entrepreneur, because you constantly starting over, right? Each time you starting over, you digging a hole for yourself. So don't start over. Continue to go with the plan. You can always change the plan, change different parts of the plan, right? You can always implement new things within the plan, right? That's just like having contracts. People outside of contract have reprimandum. I think that's what they call them. You can do for contracts where you can add things, take things away. So you can do that with your plan. You can add things, take things away, things that's not working. You can take it away or implement new things that may help the plan even more. You may learn some or find out something that you can add to your plan and what have you, and make it. And that may be the one little thing that it needs for it to really pop off and go the direction that you're looking for you to go as an entrepreneur, your business, your services, and what have you, right? So discipline over motivation, like I said many times, right? Motivation fades, discipline stays. Motivation stays, discipline stays, because guess what? Motivation is a misconception. We think motivation is going to be longevity for us, going to give us longevity, right? But at the end of the day, motivation is only there depending on how you feel in that time you wake up, that time, that hour, the minute, the second, just depending on how you feel, right? You might wake up feeling motivated one day, then wake up next day not feeling motivated. You may be feeling motivated 1 second and the next second not. So motivation is not going to give you longevity as an entrepreneur or your business, right? So discipline is what stays. Discipline is what's going to give you that, right? That longevity that you're looking for. Stand disciplined to your process. Stand disciplined to the system that you built, right? It's definitely going to help you. So winning entrepreneurs exceed even when they don't feel like it. It's repetitive and results ain't instant, right? So like we in a time today where everybody want that microwave results, and it doesn't work like that, guys. And I think a lot of times people, they psych themselves into believing that being an entrepreneur is easy. So they feel like, okay, they should, if they put their self out there, their business out there, their brand out there, what have you, and they're gonna wake up and be a millionaire. And when they don't see the results that they're looking for, right, they don't see the microwave results, then it's time for them. Then they feel like, oh, it's time for me to quit. This is not it. I thought I was gonna be able to be a millionaire overnight and what have you, because that's the dream that a lot of these cosplaying entrepreneurs, which really, are bloggers on social media telling you that this is my lifestyle as an entrepreneur. Look at me, so that's definitely a lot. So discipline is doing what needs to be done long after the excitement is gone. Let me say it again. Discipline is doing what needs to be done long after the excitement is gone. Definitely understand that. So simple framework to build a system. And that's the key thing, framework. Building a framework. What is the framework you put together for your system? That's the key component. Framework is the key component, because once you put together a great framework, right, that you're going to turn into, that's going to be your system or what have you, guess what? You can use that system as an entrepreneur building different businesses, right, off the framework that you created, because now you got something that produces results instantly for you, right? So that's very important, right? So you want to define the goal that's going to help you scale, going to help you with growth, and it's going to help you with leads, right? So that's very important, right? Identify repeatable actions. So, you want to identify what's giving you those repeated results each and every month. What are you doing to capitalize on the things that you are doing? Be able to capitalize on the things that you're doing that's giving you results. You want to identify that, because if you don't identify on how you are producing, how you produced the results that you did last month, it's not going to transition over to the next month. You're going to be guessing, right? Because you don't know how. It's because it happened by accident, right? It didn't happen by the strength of you doing something that you knew what you was doing, right? So it's going to be hard for you to repeat those same actions or results next month, right? Stay consistent long enough to see results. Consistency is the key. You want to be consistent each and every day, because you can miss out on something that's big, right? So that's just like, let me put it like this, for all my gamblers. That's just like saying you inside a club where you paying a subscription, and say for instance, and you are following people parlays, right? A person that got a club, a membership where they put parlays together, and say for instance, right, you be like, man, I ain't got the money today, I ain't gonna need to play today. And that be the day that 2-3 of the people parlays hit big within that group that you in, right? Because you didn't stay consistent. I'm not saying go out be gambling. I'm just using that as a result. I could have used a better result. I'm just using it because we vibing out, we having a great conversation and what have you. But that's something like man, I really needed that. So you the next thing you know, you'd have missed out on a great play because you wasn't consistent at dropping that $5, $10, whatever amount of money you spend on betting, and that be the day that everybody in the group hits big and you didn't play that day, right? So you like, man, God dog, what happened? I wish I could play. So you want to stay consistent, guys. I'm not telling y'all to lose y'all money, guys. I could have used another example. I'm not telling y'all to be gambling, just to gamble, lose your money. But I know a lot of people, this is for, if you listening, because we having a great conversation. We got a double, I gave y'all a double shot of, today. So, I know y'all feeling good. Y'all feeling great. Y'all got your drinks with the double shot. So yeah, if you are listening to this, you play parlays. A lot of people play parlays. A lot of people gamble on sports and what have you. So, that's the day that you wasn't consistent. You got to stay consistent, because that could have been the day you could have won big money. But just on a serious note, let me get back to being serious. On a serious note, right? That, you definitely want to be consistent, because that may have been the day that you missed out on an opportunity that could have been right there for you. Because you wasn't consistent, you missed out on an opportunity. It could have been somebody that may really needed your services, or somebody that may had a network of people or somebody that they could plug you in with, right? Because the day that you didn't go be consistent, right, you decided to take a day off, you missed out on an opportunity. And also you have people, a lot of times you may not know, because you might not see the results, you might not see the views, you might not see the reactions, you might not see none of that, but you have people out there secretly watching you, looking at your videos. You might be helping somebody, don't even know it, because you didn't show up that day. Guess what? You missed out of helping somebody with a solution, with a problem that really probably needs you. So definitely you want to be consistent until you see the results, right? The results is the main thing, and it's also you building trust. People want to feel like they can trust you. People don't want to feel like you just somebody that's you coming in, you showing up 1 minute, you're gonna be gone the next. They want to see that, okay, he is consistent, he is showing up every day, he is here, right? He is putting in the work. So sometimes people want to trust you before they buy from you, or before they subscribe to you, or before they make it be seen or notice that they are here and they've been supporting you, right? So definitely keep it simple. Complex systems don't get followed. Let me say it again. Keep it simple. Complex systems don't get followed. So you want to understand that, right? Another thing is consistency equals compounding results, right? So small daily actions lead to what? Big long-term wins. Let me say that. Say it again. Small daily actions leads to big long-term wins, right? So you got to understand that, right? Like I told my wife the other day, just giving her some inspiration, what have you, and I told her, like, small wins every day, just getting up, and the small wins, doing something, and you gaining results from it, small wins from it, and what have you, it's going to lead to big wins, right? So you want to get up and be, active every day, right? You don't want to cheat yourself out of opportunity. You don't want to negotiate with yourself, right? You want to continue to be consistent at what you need to get done, because small wins lead to what? Big wins. So that's very important to understand that. Trust builds with consistency, audience, and customers. Just like I said before this, trust. That's one of the big things. Trust. I can't say it what they say. I can't say it enough. Put it like that. I can't say it enough, right? Trust builds with consistency. People, that's majority of the time, guys. Consistency. People want to see how consistent you are, right, before they really trust you. They don't want to think you just popped up one day and trying to get a gang of followers, trying to scam them, trying to lead them on, or what have you. They want to see if you consistent, right? They don't want to see you just pop up one week, the next week you gone. You never heard from, never seen before, you seen again, right? So trust comes with consistency. So you got to be consistent with your audience. You got to be consistent in delivering with your customers. That's how you create repeated customers, and the repeated customer is going to go out and get new customers for you because of them promoting your business or promoting your services and what have you. It works hand to hand, right? And another thing is momentum comes from repetition. You definitely want to have repetition, right? Repetition definitely gonna help you build momentum to whatever you're doing, right? So missing one day won't kill your progress, but consistently stopping resets everything. Let me say it again. Missing one day won't kill your progress, but consistently stopping resets everything. So you don't want to reset, right? So yes, you miss one day, but it's not gonna kill your consistency, your progress, because you missed one day. But you want to avoid as possible missing the day, especially when you starting out as an entrepreneur. You want to show up every day, even though if you don't feel motivated and what have you, right? Just show up and do something. It can be something for 5 minutes. It can be a 5-minute post. It can be just throwing a post out there, just showing up every day. Like I said before, you have a lot of people that you may be better at being an entrepreneur, have better services, better business, or what have you. But the difference between you and them is they show up every day, right? So they have that trustworthy, and people know at the end of the day, when they wake up, they're gonna be right there, right? First thing. So you definitely want to make sure you do try to show up every day, right? So key mindset shift, right? This is the mindset shift for you, right? So to help you, stay disciplined to your winning system, right? Stop asking what should I do next, right? Start asking, am I sticking to my system, right? Let me say it again. Stop asking what should I do next. Start asking, am I sticking to my system, right? So your breakthrough might be on the other side of consistency, not a new idea. So understand that, guys. So thank y'all, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this sidebar conversation for today. Definitely, I want y'all to check out the full episode when it drops on Monday. It's going to be a very great episode. Thank y'all for coming by, man, having this conversation with me and what have you. Long less me conversating with y'all, giving y'all a great conversation. And hopefully y'all enjoyed y'all double shot that I gave to y'all to make up for last week. So this is a great way to start your Friday morning off, man. Just coming by, man, having this great sidebar convo. Hopefully y'all enjoy the show. And man, make sure y'all tuning in on Monday when the full episode drop. And before y'all leave, man, out the door, make sure you guys hit on the subscribe button, subscribe to Invest Media. Also, man, hit on that notification bell so you can be notified when new episode drop. On anything that drop new on Invest Media channel. And definitely invest in hitting that like button. It's free, guys, to invest in hitting that like button. But thank y'all once again for coming through, man, and having listen to a great conversation, man. And hopefully y'all enjoyed y'all double shot. Let's get it. Yup.